Hello my lovely witches. It is Corrigan and Godric. You can see his tail in frame. He's helping show you this little video of my latest book, which is called The Apothecary. Now this came about because of a lesson from Molly Roberts' Rock Your Grimoire course that I did recently. And instead of doing just a spread in my Book of Shadows, I ended up creating a whole book because I do that. So this was a little photo album that I found in the op shop. You'll find these pop up quite a lot in op shops quite cheaply because people don't tend to print out their photos or get them developed like they used to. And so I decided to do my Apothecary, which is essentially a collection of recipes for various potions and elixirs for self-care well, pretty much just for self-care, I guess. So, as I said, I found this in the op shop. That's a charity store, if you don't know what an op shop is. And I'm slightly obsessed lately with a wax resist watercolor method for creating ephemera and stuff. And I decided I wanted a sort of wood grain feel to this. So I did that with some crayons and some watercolor paint, as you can see on all of the covers. And then I hope this isn't too shiny. There's a little bit of reflection. Apologies for that. There's not a lot I can do about it. I could just try and adjust the light somewhat. I don't think any of those options is going to help, is it? I'm sorry for that. We're just going to have to persevere with a slight shine. So here we go. All I did was I used some card or paper, and this one's a scrapbooking paper. I've used some stamps. This is just a label stamp, and this is one of my hand carved potion bottles. I got a bit excited with the idea of this using, as you know, I've already created a couple of different potion bottles and jars, but I decided I wanted a few more. So I set about and carved a few more stamp blocks to create these. This is a soothing elixir. This is just some scrapbooking paper. I think it's from the Alchemy set by Stamperia. Others have been collaged. You can see here I've actually used some of these beautiful papers sent to me by the Smiling Witch, Katrina. And again, some stamps. This is just a stamp that I purchased. This is another label stamp for a Fear of Failure blend. This is a blend that's an essential oil blend you can put into an oil burner or diffuser. You could, in fact, also create this in a base oil or a bath salt or a room spray or whatever works. This is an anointing oil recipe for anointing tools or anointing oneself. And again, this is some scrapbooking paper and some other paper that I've used on one of my own stamps. An energizing elixir and a bubbling bath potion for protection. This is some more of that lovely paper from my friend Katrina. Protection bath salts. This is my little cauldron stamp. And a muscle rub balm. More paper from Katrina. Meditation potion. This is an oil I use for enhancing meditation. My focus bath salts. Milk and honey cleanser. So this is a facial cleanser that I use. Essentially a soap cleanser. But it's got some softening ingredients and some things that are good for my skin type. and my courage potion, which is just an oil, but it's really handy when you're heading into the fray or doing something that you're nervous about to help give you confidence. My Orange Delight bath salts recipe, which actually came from many years ago. When I was working as an aromatherapist, and I worked for an essential oil company, and this was a recipe that I think, I'm not sure if it was myself that developed it or one of the other girls that developed it, but part of my job was to create, oil blends and things for the website and for classes and that sort of stuff. So this was the Orange Delight bath salts recipe. Smells absolutely heaven, and it's really lovely for uplifting your mood. It's good, happiness, joy, etc. Cleansing elixir for the face. So this is a face wash with green clay in it. And again, some of these gorgeous papers from Katrina. My Clarity elixir. Again, that's just an oil blend to put on the pulse points, as is the Harmony oil. And my deodorizing foot powder to put a pep in my step. So that's it. That's just a small little project. I love these small little projects. And this one was a lot of fun to put together. Very, very simple and easy and effective. So now I just pop this on my shelf in my magical library, and when I need to look up one of my potions or elixirs for self-care, there it is. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's inspired you. Be good, my little art witches, and stay creative. See you in the next one.